Archaeologists confirmed there's something more under the Sphinx, and then they changed their minds. John Anthony West and Robert Shaw claimed in 1995 that they uncovered a network of previously unknown tunnels beneath the historical monument, from which the Egyptian authorities quickly banned them from continuing any research. And who was the main dude behind this move? None other than Zahi Hawass, who for the longest time was quite literally the gatekeeper of all findings surrounding the Egyptian pyramids. Former Antiquities Minister of Egypt, any discoveries about ancient Egypt had to go through this guy. He himself called the findings American hallucinations, effectively deeming them lies and misinformation. I sure know about that. But then in 1996, 1 year after the ban, the Egyptian government approves an excavation project around and under the Sphinx, led by Zahi Hawass. They even released promotional videos of Zahi entering tunnels beneath the Sphinx, something he had called absurd just a year earlier. In one clip, he even enters the Sphinx through a hole, goes deep into its subterranean caves, and claims that even Indiana Jones will never dream to be here. He goes on to say, all on record, "We are now inside the Sphinx in this tunnel. This tunnel has never been opened before. No one really knows what's inside this tunnel, but we are going to open it for the first time." His words, all quoted on record by Mr. Gatekeeper himself, basically suggesting they had just uncovered the greatest archaeological finding of the century just a year after calling it misinformation. Then, 2 years later, out of nowhere, Hawass immediately shuts down the entire project and absolutely insists there's nothing down there.
And nothing is under the Sphinx at all. What you believe? It's nonsense.
What? He outright denies the existence of anything interesting found beneath the Sphinx, even though he literally recorded himself going into them and hyping them up just a few years earlier. There are even many well-documented reports that confirm there are holes that go into the Sphinx, like the one on top of its head, now sealed with concrete, or this one on the side here, which has since been blocked by giant stones. Here's Zahi himself on video curiously looking into a now sealed entrance that he claims has nothing to see. When asked about it, he just says they already looked in all these holes and tunnels and there's nothing down there. That they're all just makeshift shafts that were dug in centuries later by tomb raiders. But if that was the case, why block all these tunnels off like this and stop anyone else from exploring them? Even if they were just plain old boring tunnels, it's still Egyptian history worth mapping and documenting potential use cases for. Many fringe theorists claim this is part of the surmounting evidence that the Sphinx is much older than its widely accepted 4,500 years. Did they find something down there that could support that crazy theory and they're just not ready to rewrite our entire understanding of ancient history? Because they did the same thing with the Osiris shaft, a deep complex found underground between the Sphinx and the second pyramid. A series of shafts cut into limestone bedrock that goes about 100 feet underground. It goes down 3 levels, and way deep down after the third shaft they found a side tunnel, again confirmed by Hawass, who claimed it is yet to be explored and that we don't know what's down this mysterious opening. Well, it used to be open. Now it's been intentionally sealed off with cinder blocks, just like the tunnels under the Sphinx. All of these areas, the Sphinx tunnels, the Osiris shaft, are completely off limits to the public. Well, no shit, they're blocked. No videos or photos of the inside of any of these deeper tunnels have ever been released either. They just say nothing to see down there, block them off, and stop talking about them without showing us anything. The fact that these leading Egyptologists first confirm these deep underground passages exist, meaning they're not rumors, and then they go, oh, never mind, don't look there, and completely block them off from further exploration makes you wonder, what did they find down there?